इष्टदेव भगवान श्री स्वामीनारायण, पूज्यपाद शास्त्री जी महाराज, पूज्यपाद गुरु महाराज, पूज्यपाद महंत स्वामी सद्गुरु श्री देवप्रसाद दास जी स्वामी, all pious and Brahmanist saints, and my dear Gurukul family members. Heartiest Jai Swaminarayan. Yes. So today on our Thursday Satsang, as we are celebrating Shikshapatri Dvishatabdi year, and we are selecting subjects from Shikshapatri. So today we have taken the subject slok number 114. Shikshapatri Bhagavan Sri Swaminarayan has written for moksham, upliftment of human being. No doubt there are so many scriptures in our Hindu philosophy, but Shikshapatri is one of the unique scripture that very small in micro form, as well as even it gives essence of whole scriptures. So today, as we are living in 21st century and we don't have time, our time is very short for us. Of course, we have time for many other things, WhatsApp and social medias and outings, but we don't have time for our own moksham and kalyanam. So Bhagavan Swaminarayan, by thinking of Kali Yuga time and capacity of human being, Bhagavan Swaminarayan has derived the essence of all 360 scriptures and put into a small Shikshapatri in very precise form. Though it is very precise and very essence, but still each shlok or each word of the slok, if followed in one's life or observed in one's life, then that will give a tremendous outcome or tremendous result. If you take example, Shree Swaminarayan Gurukul organization is established based on Shikshapatri. And what is that slok number? Anybody? Yes, that slok is 132 slok number. Pravartaniya sadvidya bhuvi yatsu krutam mahat. Pravartaniya sadvidya bhuvi yatsu krutam mahat. My devotee shall promote sadvidya across the world, and that is the most noble endeavor. This slok or this commandment is given by Bhagavan Sri Swaminarayan in slok number 132. Just by this half sloka, not it is even complete sloka. So half sloka, Shastriji Maharaj established Gurukul 1948, and today across the world, as Gurukul organization is having 65 plus branches and 44,000 students are studying. Along with CBSE syllabus, they are learning Vidya, Sadvidya and Brahma Vidya, and lakhs of students are studied over, passed out. So Bhagavan Swaminarayan had written this commandment and sloka 200 years before, but just one sloka of Shikshapatri Shastriji Maharaj has picked and put into the reality or practice, and we see the wonder and outcome of this sloka. So I was saying that though Shikshapatri is very precise form, very micro form, but each shloka or each word of the Shikshapatri is like essence of thousands of scriptures. So today we are going to take one of the sloka, slok number 114. Shloka is Guninam gunavattayam gneyam hetat param phalam कृष्णे भक्तिश्च सत्संगो न्यथा यन्ति विदोप्यतः. गुणिनां गुणवत्तायां ज्ञेयं ह्येतत् परं फलं कृष्णे भक्तिश्च सत्संगो न्यथा यन्ति विदोप्यतः. Very special slok we can say, or very essence kind of slok this, and very important slok in everyone's life. So I request all my Gurukul family members to listen very attentively and carefully. Guninam gunavattayam gneyam hetat param phalam. If we go to the words to word meaning, devotion to Supreme God and Satsang means attachment to the holy saints shall be considered as supreme achievement of all virtues of the learned person, because without devotion and satsang, even learned is born to degenerate. What does this mean? This says that guninam gunavattayam gneyam hetat param phalam. See, my dear Gurukul family members, first of all, let us talk uh, about gunin. Gun means virtues, skills, qualities, talent, whatever we acquire. So, each skill is being achieved by a person or being mastered by respective person after a lot of effort, lot of hard work, and after so long continuous practice, one is achieving respective skill or mastery in that skill in his life. If I take example for all of you, most of you are being teachers here. So most of you have completed your graduation and almost you have finished your even your masters, and some of them even PhD and MPhil you have finished, and many other qualification you have achieved. So it is not easy. MSc mathematics, MSc science, or MAd in English or respective language. So it is very hard. And after putting your so many years effort, you achieve that qualification, that skill. If somebody is a music artist, so just for one individual instrument, he keep practicing so many years, then he gets mastery or expertise in his music. Same way, it may be a orating skill, it may be a music, it may be a nowadays computer and IT is a big field. So in IT now again AI has come. So any field, after putting lot of effort, after putting so much investing time and hard work, one is achieving respective skill. But my dear Gurukul family members, now my question to all of you is, if you take sports person, right? Yeah. So any sports stars, uh, after so many years hard work, practice, and even they put their blood into the sweat, then they reach certain stage as a mastery. So now question to all of you is, what is the outcome of that mastery? If X is a master in respective subject respective art, or even someone is a very great or big businessman, so earning money in millions and billions is also a kind of skill and talent. Everybody cannot do that. So in terms of business, in terms of art, in terms of subject knowledge, or any kind of skill, when somebody is achieving that skill and talent and mastery, so what is the outcome of his mastery, his gun means his mastery, his expertise. So this question to all of you, you can raise your digital hand, I will ask you. Anybody? What is the output of one's mastery or skill or talent? Yeah, please, you can raise your hand and answer. Hello, anybody want to answer? Please raise your hand. Fine. Let me to answer. Uh, if somebody is having extraordinary skill, mastery or talent, then what happens? By that skill, he will get good job. We can say good promotion, and he will get good package, pay scale, and finally a survival, right? So that is the first outcome of one's mastery and skill. Now here in this Shikshapatri Shloka number 114, Guninam Gunavattayam Gneyam Hetat Param Phalam. What is the final outcome, or what is the ultimate outcome of one's mastery, one's expertise, one's virtues? So Bhagavan Swaminarayan is saying that it is not just survival. It is not just survival. And dear family members, listen very carefully. Even tiny creatures are master for their survival. And they are good enough. They are well smart enough. They need not to go to the school and study and go to the college and universities, and they have to study and get certification. Suppose being a human being, we master a art of swimming, or a pilot master a skill of flying after so many hours of practice and so many of hours flying exercise. Whereas birds, animals, they swim, they fly by birth, the very next moment of their birth. So these all skills, if human being is using that skills only for survival, then there is no difference between tiny creatures or animal being and human being, because that also being done by all creatures and animals. They also have mastery and different skills just for survival. So that cannot be only a outcome of our mastery and skills. Then what is that? So my dear Gurukul family members, and if we see today, one very another aspect of today's speech. Today we have improved many innovations, many technological trends, many medical science also improved a lot. Each and every field, there are so many inventions, comforts, luxuries, and life is to make easier. For example, mobile invention is one of the greatest innovation. So today, comparing to 50 years back or 100 years back, today we have so many things. Even knowledge-wise, talent-wise, this generation is far better than all of us, as we remember. Today's born children are far smarter than today's 50 years old person in terms of smartness and technology. So skills are improved generation by generation. So many science innovations, digital devices, technologies, platforms, and now again AI is going to again change the whole world and scenario of the world. So everything is improved very drastically. But if I ask you, does peace and happiness is increase or decrease? Yes, Vijayawada principal sir.
Decreased, Swamiji.
Decrease.
Yeah.
So then what is the outcome of innovations and technology? We have invented mobile to get more communicated and connected. And unfortunately, within the family, two members are not connected, or they are connected just by social media and mobile, not with heart. In a family, and everybody comes at evening home, everybody will have separate room, and all will be busy with their own mobiles. And if they want to communicate, they will communicate through WhatsApp and mobile. They will not stand up and go and meet and communicate. So, no doubt, these all things, and if in general, if I talk, so skills are improved. Today's children are smart, very smart than us. So skills are improved, talent is improved, innovations are improved, technology is improved, but peace or happiness is decreased. And so that it is very clear that skills are not giving us happiness. Then what is the outcome of skills? What is the outcome of mastery and expertise? So Pujya Mahan Swamiji says very beautifully, my dear family members, if our skills and talents or virtues are used just for our sake, our survival, our family survival, then that is called skill. That is called skill, gunam. But those our mastery, skills, and virtues, if used for others, helping others in service of others, then that is called sadgunam. That is called virtues. That is called quality. That is called sadgunam. If it is used only for our own sake and personal use or for selfishness, means family survival, then it is called gunam, just skill. But same skill, if being used for others, then it is called virtues, it is called sadgunam. And if it is being used for, take example of uh, Vyas Bhagavan, my dear family members, Bhishma Pitama and Vyas Bhagavan. And before that, we can take example of Ravan, right? So Ravan had so many great skills. He was one of the most learned person at that time. He was learned all four Vedas. Otherwise, generally Brahmins learns only one Veda, and that also takes 12 years. But he has learned four Vedas. So such a great scholar and person, but his skills were used just for his own sake. And that's why he was not happy. And his downfall is obvious because he has used his everything for his own ego and his supremacy. But there is another example, beautiful example, dear family members. Bhishma Pitama. Bhishma Pitama also was a great archer, great Satya Pratigna. He was also great, even Brahmacharya, he was followed. He was a great devotee to his father, Pitru Bhakta. And very promising personality, oath taking personality he was. But at last moment of his life, he was not feel fulfillment. He was thinking that something is missing. And even more severe example than Bhishma Pitama is Vyas Bhagavan. Vyas Bhagavan is incarnation of God himself. He is called Gnanavatar. He had divided Vedas into four and composed and written 18 Puranas, Mahabharat, great epics. But still, and whole life he has sacrificed and served others and society. But still, at once Naradji has arrived there, and he shared to Naradji that Naradji, अस्ति में सर्वमिदं तथापि नात्मा परितुष्यति में. Vyas Bhagavan is saying to Naradji that asti evam me sarvamidam, I have everything, but tathapi natma me paritushyati, my soul is not fulfilled, accomplished, and there is something in corner of my heart that I am missing, I am incomplete or lacking. So what was that? Yes, that is what Bhagavan Swaminarayan is saying in this shloka, that guninam gunavattayam kneyam hetat param phalam. What is the final or ultimate outcome of one's virtues and mastery and expertise? No doubt it is not just survival, that is understood easily, but not even just paropkar or helping others. Beyond that, beyond paropkar, beyond serving others, beyond that, Bhagavan Swaminarayan is saying that Krishne bhaktischa satsango nyatha yanti vidopyata. What should be the ultimate outcome of our virtues? That is Krishne bhaktischa satsango nyatha yanti vidopyata. We should have, or that should develop to the devotion to Bhagavan Swaminarayan, Almighty God, and Satsang, the association with true saint, attachment to the true saint, that should be achieved, that should be developed, and that should be attained by one's expertise, skill, and mastery. I think you are getting me. Are you getting me? Yes. Yeah, I request if possible, please on the videos so I can see to you. So, dear family members, see how people are getting misled or not reaching to the final stage, and that's what Bhagavan Swaminarayan is saying, that if you see Karna, right? So Karna was a great warrior. He was a Danveer, he was a Shurveer, he was a even Satyavrat, Satya Pratigna, whatever he is taken Pratigna, he was followed till last breath. As he promised for giving Dan, he was a great giver. So when even Indra Maharaja asked his Kavach and Kundal, without hesitation he has given. Though he was knowing that he is not giving just his Kavach and Kundal, he is giving his life and his death is certain. Such oath and Satya Vrat he was a great Shurveer, and we can say even ethics wise, even he was better or one step ahead than Arjun. How great archer he was. Arjun had only fear from Karna, nobody else. Even Bhagavan Sri Krishna also was worrying only for Karna. Such great archer, such great Shurveer, Danveer, but his all those skills, expertise and mastery, what is the outcome of that? What is outcome? You can say not zero, even minus. Why? Because his virtues and mastery could not lead him to, or he did not use that for his own moksham, for God, for a devotee. And that did not turn into satsang and devotion. So, my dear family members, it is very, very important that we don't think that having good qualities or achieving good qualities, that means everything is done. No. The real outcome of, or true outcome of our virtues and qualities is that we should develop devotion and satsang should be achieved and developed within us. Satsang means attachment to the true saint or devotee of God, and devotion to the God means dedication to the God. So Bhishma Pitama, Karna, and Vyas Bhagavan being a God himself or incarnation of God, my dear family members, no doubt, God is God and God's each charitra is for our inspiration and guidance. So it's not that Bhagavan Vedvyas was not having fulfillment. Yeah, he had. But just God is showing to us that being a incarnation of God, even if I am missing, then what about human being? So how serious we have to be in that concern. So Bhagavan Swaminarayan is saying in this sloka, the solution of that if somebody is having great qualities and virtues, so that should lead him to devotion and satsang. So guninam gunavattayam gneyam hetat param phalam krishne bhaktischa satsango nyatha yanti vidopyata. Without that, even if somebody's qualities are not leading him to devotion and satsang, then that person may be a great scholar or great personality socially or politically or uh, any field. Even if he is a great Guinness World Record holder, but if you don't have satsang and devotion, then no use of that, and that will lead him to even downfall. Arjun and Yudhishthir, right? Arjun had a great skills and talent, but he had used his talent and skill as per God's wish to protect dharma. In the beginning, he was also not ready to fight, but finally he said that Karishye Vachanam Tava, O Bhagavan Shri Krishna, whatever you say, I will follow. And he had used his skill, talent as per God's wish and sake of God, sake of dharma. So, my dear family members, he got great fulfillment in his life. How great fulfillment that even after killing thousands of or lakhs of other warriors, he did not feel any dissatisfaction. Even he did not feel any hesitation or incompleteness after battlefield Mahabharata. And Yudhishthir was missing that. Yudhishthir had guilt in his mind that yes, I have made some wrong. I did something wrong. But Arjun had known that guilt. Why? Because Arjun was very confident that yes, I have done everything for God's sake, for dharma, and for as per wish of God. I did not do my sake. There are so many other devotees, my dear family members, Prahlad, then Kanappa, Nainar, Mirabai, Ramdasu, such great devotees across the India. There are Narsi Mehta. They had no any other worldly achievements, but whatever they have expertise, that was they have achieved outcome, satsang and devotion. So, what is the essence and outcome of or message of today's satsang is our virtues are not virtues just because they are virtues. If possible, write down this sentence. Our virtues are not virtues just because they are virtues. They are virtues because of their outcome. Because of their outcome. As I gave example of Karna. Karna was also great archer and Arjun also was great archer. But Karna's archery led him to downfall and adharma. And it was being used in protection of adharma. Because Duryodhana was only confident because of Karna for battlefield of Mahabharata. So Karna's mastery and skills or virtues are not used for even his own Atma Kalyana Moksham or for God's sake, and that's why that led him to the downfall. Whereas Arjun also had same skills, but that was used for God and for Dharma. So he got greatest final reward and pleasing of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Most of us, what do we feel in general? Okay, that I have achieved so and so mastery and skills. That means I have achieved everything, and we feel accomplishment just by achieving skills. No, Bhagavan Swaminarayan is warning in this shloka that don't think that you have achieved mastery and skills. That means you have achieved everything, and that is the final achievement. No, that is just first step. That skill, if we use for others' service, others' help, then it will be a sadguna. That is good, no doubt. That is the second stage. But even Bhagavan Swaminarayan is saying that don't stop there. Even there is beyond that, there is a stage that it should be used or it should lead to you to the devotion and satsang. And that's what Bhagavan Vedvyas was missing. Naradji said to Bhagavan Vedvyas that yes, you have did so many paropkar activities and paropkar actions, but you have not done something by which God himself pleased on you. And finally, after that, he had written Srimad Bhagavatam, and he explained about Bhagavan Sri Krishna as a God. Then he got fulfillment and accomplishment. Till that, he had used his skills and talent in general service sake, society case sake, for helping others. Similarly, wherever we are, in whatever field we are, my dear family members, what is the taking on from this today's satsang is our skills, our knowledge, and our service to the path of prescribed Sikshapatri, ensuring our life is not an unfinished masterpiece. Yeah, very nice word. Unfinished masterpiece. If we see all these great personality, Karna, Bhishma Pitama, or Vyas Bhagavan, and even many such, even modern time also, if we take so many such, I'm not using here names, but many such great personalities have said in their life they were nation-wise well-known, well-famed, but at last moment of their life, they declare their dissatisfaction. They did not have life satisfaction. Pujya Swamiji, Devasat Swamiji says very nicely that there is a job satisfaction and there is a life satisfaction. No doubt, many people would get job satisfaction if they get right place and right nature of job. They get job satisfaction. But life satisfaction is different. That can be achieved only by dedicating our time, talent, skill, whatever we have, in favor of God, in favor of Dharma, in favor of Satsang, in favor of devotion. And finally, by this shloka, Bhagavan Swaminarayan wants to convey us that we have to, whatever skill we have, and see everybody have some or else skill. If not skill, time. If not time, money. So whatever plus point we have, positive point we have in terms of time, skill, talent, money, so that to be used in favor of God and that to be led to us, that satsang and devotion to be developed within us. So I pray to the pious feet of Bhagavan Swaminarayan to bless all of us, and I am very happy to say all my Gurukul family members that we all are very fortunate, though all of you are doing your job in Gurukul, but your skill, your talent, your mastery is being used in favor of God. And because of that, all Gurukul family members are leading their life peacefully and happily. So, still, this is nothing but mental change of mindset. If you dedicate yourself, that doesn't mean that you have to stop taking your salary. No, that will be as it is, as per the norms. But if we dedicate our time and talent and skill in favor of God beyond our job, beyond our uh, compliance, then it will be a devotion and it will lead us to satsang. So I'm very happy to say that all Gurukul family members are very fortunate that knowingly or unknowingly your time, your talent is being used in favor of God. And but now you have to check yourself that that should lead to you to the attachment to the saints, and it should lead to you for the devotion. So I pray to Bhagavan Swaminarayan to bless all of us that whatever skills and talent we have, that will lead us to the devotion and satsang. Thank you. And Jai Swaminarayan. Anybody have any question? We can take up. You can raise your hand.